Okay, tell us about Mammy's Irish hides.
My mother was a great one to put things away where she'd be sure to find it. We called it giving it an Irish hide because she would put it away and then she would forget where she put it. She would put it away so well she couldn't find it herself. And sometimes you get something for Christmas this year that she'd bought 3 or 4 years earlier for you and put away where she couldn't find it. After she passed away, I found a lot of things that she had given the Irish hide to. And one of the interesting things was that she was always tucking money away in case of a need. And after she passed, I went through her cookbooks and a lot of things, and I was afraid to get rid of even an old magazine because I found $20 bills and $100 bills in all kinds of odd places.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama.
Yeah, and that's what I'd say, thank you, Mama. But the interesting thing is my brother didn't find them because if he had, believe me, they would have been long gone.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I hated losing the most is somebody got her German cookbook.
German cookbook.
And
well,
the
and
German
now
cookbook started out with things like recipes for rabbit stew that said things like, first you catch the rabbit.
well, and now we all say that we have given something the Irish hide. Where did it get the word, the name Irish hide?
I have no idea. That was just Mother's name for it. She put it away so well she couldn't find it herself. I think maybe it outgrew from the Irish in the family because Ireland was always under the domination of England and they would hide things to keep the English from finding it, and sometimes they put it away so well they didn't find it for centuries. And that's the only guess I have because I'm not really sure where that came from.
So now how many things have you given an Irish hide?
Well, recently I gave several $100s to Irish hide in my house here in Florida, and I've only got 4 rooms, but I found it.
And Papa?
Papa was great about it. I have a silver bar that weighs 100 ounces, and at the height of silver, when it was worth $4,900, I wanted to sell it. And I went to look for it, and I couldn't find it. And Papa said, "Oh no, I haven't seen it. I don't have any idea where it is. No, I've never touched it. You put it in the attic." So we went to both of the attics in my house, one in the garage and one in the upstairs, and I looked and looked, climbed up there on a ladder, made a mess, couldn't find it. He said, well, it's in the book room. So we went through everything in the book room, and it wasn't in the book room. And we went through every drawer and every closet and every chest.
And every rafter.
And every rafter and everything in the whole house, and it never showed up. When Papa passed away...
But he wouldn't let you.
He wouldn't let me touch his closet for years, but when he passed away, I wanted to move into the downstairs bedroom that had been his for a lot of years. So the first thing I had to do was clean out his clothing. And it really hurt because it smelled like him. But finally, as I was pulling things out, I kept finding guns. And some of them were loaded guns. I gave some of them to Seth and some of them to Lynn.
Didn't Dennis find it though? Didn't Dennis find that brick?
Uh-uh.
You did?
I found it.
Oh, okay.
But finally, the top shelf of the closet, I reached up to pull down a stack of old sweatshirts, and it felt really heavy. And I thought, that's a gun. I don't want to pull it off and have it go off and shoot me. People wonder why Wilma went in the closet to kill herself. So I got a step stool and climbed up there and took them down one piece at a time, and lo and behold, on the bottom of the shelf, there was my silver bar rolled up, folded in, rolled up some more in one of Papa's old sweatshirts. He put it away so that nobody could steal it.
Well, nobody could steal it.
And he became convinced that someone had stolen it because nobody could find it. I also found several $100s that he had given the Irish hide, wrapped up inside of an old box of Christmas cards. And I found the deed to the house that had disappeared. And I found people...
At least he didn't throw that away.
This is true.
He threw a lot of things away accidentally.
Yeah, like $1,000 worth of your clothes you'd outgrown and given to me. But the strangest thing, addition to the silver bar, I was out cleaning out the garage. I opened this little metal cabinet, and years earlier I had redone a coat for Norma Lilly, and it needed a large piece of lining fabric and a piece of ultra suede for me to patch the area on the shoulders so I could make it look right. I had to do both shoulders. And I had put the fabric on the breakfast bar in our house, and it literally disappeared. I looked everywhere. He hadn't touched it. He swore on a stack of Bibles he hadn't touched it. He didn't know what I was talking about. He'd never seen it. But after he passed away, I was cleaning this garage out, and lo and behold, Carol Fitzer was helping me, and she said, "Wilma, why is this fabric here in this little cabinet?" And there was the ultra suede and the lining fabric that had been bought for Norma's coat that I had to go and buy some more of to replace. Pawpaw had seen it, thought that was where it belonged, and had put it in there under a box that held jumper cables.